What's up, guys? It's Vitamin here, back again with another YouTube video for y'all. For new to my channel, my name is Kendall from Wisconsin. I'm 19, I'm fruity, yeah. If you're new to my channel consists of the best spiritual videos, vlogs, mukbangs, but no matter the motherfucking video, it's nothing but lit motherfucking vibes, yeah. Now, before we get to this video, y'all can leave a thumbs up, subscribe, turn post notifications on, because you know what I'm saying, don't be on that hater shit, not weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came here for what it is. Subscribe, turn the bells on, like, do what you gotta do. But don't, keep that shit over there with the ops. Yeah, cut y'all off. Yeah. But, today we are here building a Lego motherfucking set. It is literally 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sorry, like, if I'm waking my neighbors up, and yeah, I'm sorry. But I got to the motherfucking story time. I gotta tell y'all the details. I gotta tell y'all what, yeah. We're gonna be telling y'all about how my DL, you know what I'm saying, coworker was DL. Like, okay. What? That don't make no fucking sense. What are you talking about? Anyways, I'm basically going to be telling y'all a story about how, I don't know if it's true or not, but I have it's a 9 out of 10, you know what I'm saying, chance that he is, because, like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, if I tell y'all about some of the shit, like, he said, and we can go back, and I do have receipts, you know what I'm saying, in the head. Because this is his tactic, though. They weren't in the DMs. This is like in person story time, y'all. So this is live action, Oscar award, 98% tomatoes. Like, this was really like, yeah, I live this shit. I does this shit. Like, this literally happened in real life. With the Lego set, this GT, what JT was talking about, doors up and up GT, yeah. To surface streams drop on my electric door. Yeah. What did JC say? Y'all remember what she said? What did she say? I don't remember what she fucking said. Like, she said something about some doors going up in the coop, so V8 the mode up. This is what she was talking about. So we're gonna put our little GT, and I'm finna tell y'all this story. And don't talk shit about the box. If it look like this, this bastard, this my fur baby over here. Yeah, he looking at me crazy right now. Tore this shit up. Because this shit was low-key too close by his cage. And he started eating on the box. And I'm like, I'm glad he ain't fuck up the Legos inside. But literally, I'm telling you, like, this box is like wilted on the side because it was in his mouth. So, today I'm finna still build my fucking Legos because I got these for $3.99. Thank you to my old job. I ain't gonna lie, everybody be stealing from Walmart, like, on our kleptomatic shit. I'm sorry, like, but who really goes to Walmart and pays for shit? You know what I mean? Like, y'all make billions of dollars, like, y'all can give some shit away for free, giveaway. It's inflation. So, it's like, you know what I'm saying, trade for trade. We can be on our Wiz shit, our Bumble shit, and do what you gotta do, y'all grinder shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a fair deal. Damn, this all these motherfucking pieces and shit. This too much. Let's hope we can get through this whole set. And yeah, I got no socks on. Y'all thought you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do have shorts on too. You know what I'm saying? Not just the drawers. But with the feet, no socks. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We here for this. Y'all see the dogs out besides this dog? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How does shit go? Okay, set number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So we're gonna put all these over here. We'll keep these wheels. These wheels low-key cute. Look at them. They remind me of when I had that flat on my car. Like, where was you at here? The whole time I had an extra set in the house. So, anyways, y'all. So, we're going to go back to the beginning of why I think that... Oh, and his name's going to be Jaylen. We're going to call him Jaylen. This is why I think that Jaylen is fruity. Backstory, I met this nigga. I met him like... I would say... my junior year. So it goes back to, I'm gonna do a story time on this very soon about my toxic friend group that I used to be in. So with Jaylen, I met Jaylen at the same time. He had a girlfriend, boo, whatever, icon, all this shit, right? Jaylen was real cool. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Him and his girl, the whole couples of the motherfucking town type shit. He cool. We chop it up. I remember I met him on Christmas Day. Fa la 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 la, all that Disney Channel shit. And he was cool, like, very open-minded, straight person, you know what I'm saying? He was very, like, interactive, talking, and yeah, I was like, I could, you know what I'm saying, be around him. And like, I remember one time, like, we were in like the corner store, and I was by him, and he was chill, chopping up. Like, he thought I was pretty funny. He was vibing with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, vibing with kids type shit. He was vibing, like, yeah, he was. Like, I'm not delusional. Like, it's the truth. Like, not my man, but it was given like, okay, you hear my friend. Yeah, okay. Let me stop that shit. But anyways, y'all, he was cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? Second time I saw him, it was my friend's birthday around that time, and we went to the Cheesecake Factory. He came with his little boo. You know what I'm saying? He was looking nice, looking clean, whatever. I think he sat at the same table as me. It was him, his girlfriend, my ex, and then I think it was another friend or a couple good people that was there too. So, chill as shit, fun night. Well, it was not a fun night. That night was too much. I remember I was going through some shit with my ex, and it was just emotions all over the place. The food was good. And then actually, my friend, I remember that time, the weird friend around had paid for my meal and didn't want to throw it in my face like I ain't had the money. Like, so y'all, I just remember what happened around that time. That weird friend that invited me out to eat for the, you know, the birthday party or whatever. Basically, he liked me at that time and offered to pay for my food. And then we went to order, and it was time to pay. This nigga was acting like he didn't want to pay for my meal. And yeah, that's why he had ended up paying for my meal still. But then I was like, bitch, don't do that. But that's a long story for the next story time about that weird ass friend group. But yeah. But, yeah. Anyways, long story straight from that, because that is going to be in the next motherfucking story time. Back to motherfucking Jaylen. Third time saw him. Oh yeah. So when I started back at my new job, I started at Goodwill. And I remember I had there for my interview. He was like, oh, I didn't know you were finna start soon. And I was like, yeah. Had my little interview today. I'm finna get the job. Started working with Jaylen. He was cool as shit. And then I think he started having problems with his girlfriend, right? And he would come to me like, oh, what do you think I should do? And then he'd be like, oh yeah, my girl tripping. This and that. And I remember this one time he literally told me like, he was like, he came in, he was like, yeah, my face scratched up, this and that. You know, I just got into my girl and I had to rough her up. And I was like, why you had to rough her up? And he was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? She just got out of line type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not typing to nigga to put my hands on a female, but you know what I'm saying? You just had to put her in her place real quick. I'm like, I don't know what you mean by that. What you mean? I had to put her in her place real quick. Like, you abusive? It's giving Chris Breezy? Like, is you and Rihanna? Like, am I friends with celebrities? Cause I did not know like you got on that Chris Breezy shit, but I don't know. And that was the first time to me like what are you doing putting your hands on a female? Like, and I'm all for the equal rights. Don't come in here, y'all. Don't with swords. I don't do all that. I'm just saying. I felt like nobody should be putting their hands on nobody. Remove yourself from the situation. Like, and I know it be in times where you can't always do that. But I'll be like, hey, let's calm down. You know what I'm saying? There was other ways of working out it than roughing her up. Cause what you mean by roughing up? And then it's like he didn't even go into details of what he exactly did. So I don't know if he choked her up, abused her. But he was just like, he really wasn't going in depth of what happened. So I was like, okay, woman beater. I see you out here Mike Tyson shit. Like, but yeah, I was not an ally for that shit, but I was trying to be an open ear, but I was not agreeing with that shit. I was just like I was like, yeah. Like, I was acting like I was like with that shit. I was not for that. Like, what? So there's another time I was breaking up with my ex, right? And I had came to him for advice, and I was telling him about the shit because basically, like, my friend group was not on like my side around that time. They thought that, oh, you're breaking his heart, this and that, you don't know what you want. And I think my ex was like mad or whatever. And so he wasn't talking to me. And I think my friend group was like acting some type of way. So I had came to Jaylen about it, and Jaylen was like, oh yeah, you're a good person, and I hear where you're coming from, and I hear where your ex is coming from. He was basically trying to be like a little peacemaker type shit. And I hear you, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not the bad person in this situation right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I don't have my feelings altogether for a person, and I let them know that, and I'm honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be mad at me? Like, you should be mad at your dude. Like, right now the fake page. Like, I'm just saying, like, be for real. This piece go, what? Like, y'all gonna help me build this shit. You know what I'm saying? Which piece is it? Which piece we need? Like, I got this little piece right here. What's the next piece? Y'all need to let me know, cause I'm a little like confused. Like, where is this shit? Like, it's no how-to video. Like, no link. I'm just playing. This shit low key easy, but I'm trying to multitask. I don't know how to multitask quite there yet for y'all, but I'm trying. Don't hold me. But at the end of the day, for Aquarius, we always gonna take our own advice first. So, you know what I'm saying? You come with that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing it. Like, he was talking about, yeah, like with my situation, you know what I'm saying? I'm not ready to deal with it. I'll get a new bitch any day. And I'm like, nigga, okay. I'm not gonna hear that. Like, but you do you. But, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted a second opinion. It was like, how's your feelings for him? And he was very, like, sweet. Like, he really would, like, listen to me. And he was not, like, on that homophobic shit. He really, like, didn't care. Like, it was another boy. Or if I was with a girl or whatever. He really just gave, like, really good advice. After the bullshit. What he was saying. Like, he wouldn't take the advice for himself, but he would give good advice. Basically, he was like saying something about like with boys, and I was like, okay. I let it slide that time. Fourth time comes, we're at work chopping it up, whatever. This is after he broke up with his girl, and he's like, something came around a conversation where we were talking about like with our situations, like, you know, breaking up with people, being by ourselves. He was like, man, how do you do it? Like, how do you just like love yourself and everything? I was like, it takes time. Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, know what it feels like to be with yourself and love, you know what I'm saying, who you are and who you're evolving into. Like, you can't just be like, oh, well, I'm fine with myself at the moment, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm fine with myself sometimes. It's like, at the end of the day, you gotta learn and be comfortable with being with yourself and loving all of
So
you.
y'all, I just remember when I was texting him on Snap, I remember I was with this one situationship with this boy, and he was telling me about how he was like, oh yeah, you sound geeked as hell. I bet you was getting some good dick and all this. I was like, nigga, what? Like, and I just remember one more last motherfucking thing. When at the time when I was talking to this boy, and he was like, oh, like, tell me all about him, show me what he looks like. So I showed him what he looks like, and then I remember I had posted like I posted like his car or whatever on Instagram, and then tell me why he gonna send me a screenshot like, oh, this him. I was like, yeah. So I looked up, and Jaylen had followed him, and even after me and the boy stopped talking, he was still following him on social media and liking all his posts. And I just find it weird because, like, why would you also follow and go out your way to find out who I'm talking to and, like, keep up on their social media when, like, we're not even talking anymore? And it's like giving, like, did you want him to fuck you? Did you want to fuck him? Like, that's weird. Like,
Because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you'll get too attached to always having people around, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody, oh, I could just be with this person, and they're gonna feel that, because at the end of the day, like, it's still that feeling deep down inside that you're not pouring into. You're pouring into everybody else and expecting other people to pour into you, when it's like you're not doing it for yourself. I just like explain that to him, whatever, and he was like, oh, there was a time where I thought I was gay, and I was like, you thought you was gay? You thought you was rainbow, fruity, like, you thought you was, like, sugary, you thought you was, like, what you mean by that?
because I'm just thinking, y'all, like, you didn't think for a second, like, okay, I could be bi, in between. You just said straight to gay. Like, did you like females? Because you've been with all these females, and now you like, oh, I thought I was gay. What you mean you thought you were gay when you've been dating only females and shit? Like, you would think he said, oh, I thought I was bi. So that right there, I was like, it don't sit right.
But I let it slide, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, it was out of pocket, but I was like, what you mean by that? Like, and I was like, yeah, I feel you, and But I'm in my head like, I want more answers. Like, what you mean gay? Gay is it's a lot of different sexualities in the alphabet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why did you choose the G? Like, you didn't say bi, you didn't say pan, you didn't say queer. Like, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit. Or I was just confused, or you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you was with all girls after that. You had nothing but Gucci, nothing but Tom and Jerry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how you say you thought she was gay? What you mean you thought? A thought is quick second. Like, but gay? How long was you when? Do your girl know? Cause how'd you end up with her? That was a whole era, some demons you fighting. Cause you talking about some, oh, I smoked this gas, I smoke it by the pound, I smoke this, you know what I'm saying? What are you running from? Why are you running? Why are you motherfucking running? Well, who are you running from? It's them demons. It's that bisexuality. Like, I think low key, you gotta be bi, or cause what you mean? I don't know if for me personally, like, okay, is it gay? Because I do feel like he does like girls, but it's like, okay, you already told me how you be beating on these women. Then you just told me that you thought you were gay, and now you on some. What's your outfit? Who's your character? Like, choose your flavor to the Kool-Aid. Like, what's going on? Did you figure out which juice you was drinking today, or like you tripping? Like, what's going on? And so I didn't think nothing more of it. I just let it slide from that until I was having another conversation with Jaylen again outside of work when everybody had left. It was just me and him. I was basically talking about how like, oh, like it be some boys in here and some customers and stuff with some dumpies, like they should be mad fat. And so he added on to that, and he was telling me how he be on the basketball, like hooping with his homies and shit. And he like, oh yeah, my homies be have some fat ass, they should be dumping, like. And I was like, what you mean by that? Like, huh? Wait a minute, like, so you mean to tell me, because that opens up a whole nother motherfucking can of worms, like, niggas be seeing niggas with fat asses and, like, they just don't be saying nothing, but, like, you don't gotta be fruity to, like, see somebody with a fat ass.
Or it's like, either you're bisexual and paying attention to shit like me. Agent Oso?
Is this like a closeted thing, or is this like an actual straight man thing? Because, for instance, you don't gotta be gay to like acknowledge another man is attractive. Do you have to be gay to acknowledge another man's ass is fat? And that made me think like, wait, hold up. Because I've never heard no straight man just throw that all out there like, oh yeah, my homie's ass be fat. And I was like, that you felt real comfortable. And I love that, you know what I'm saying? I gave you that playground to roam around, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever you gotta do. You wanna jump on the monkey bars, you know what I'm saying? You wanna go on the swings. Like, I love that I gave you that playground, you know what I'm saying? To be yourself, do what you want, like, show your stripes. Like, I really gave you that, you know what I'm saying? That Kellogg's Frosted Flakes type shit. But you're showing me that you're Fruity Pebbles. Kellogg's, it makes a lot of different cereals. You know what I'm saying? And I was giving you Frosted Flakes. Why are you giving me Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity? Well, not even Cocoa, because Cocoa more chocolate. You could be both. You could be Fruity and Cocoa. But you give me Fruity for the most part. You know, which rock do you want to be? And not Krishan. I'm talking about which color in the Fruity Pebble. What rock are you choosing? And I laughed it off and like let it slide. But I'm like, okay, I'm letting a lot of shit slide now. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? And I didn't want to ask him because, you know what I'm saying, he would also come to me with conversations sometimes, like talk about how like he was depressed and be fighting demons and shit. And, you know what I'm saying, on his stories, he would also post like a lot of like, oh, like, I'll blow my brains out right now type shit.
I'm just sitting here like, where's all this suicidal mental illness coming from? Like, his mom literally worked at my school. She was the hallway monitor and shit. She was sweet, nice. You know what I'm saying? You're on Facebook talking lovely about your mom, but then you're on Snapchat dogging out the whole female race. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Your dad's in your life, so it's like, you're a nice, lovely home. Where is it coming from? You can't be doing all this from a relationship because You know what I'm saying? It's never that deep. Is it the purple, pink, and blue in the back of your head? What is it?
He would be on social media like acting one way and in person a whole nother. Like he was sweet, cool as shit in person, but then on social media like he would be like saying suicidal shit. Then oh I need a female or hit me up like where the bad motherfuckers here already seen. It's like okay maybe that brain is bad, maybe that mental bad. Like you worry about the bad baddies. But you know what I'm saying, that mental is bad braining. Like, what are you doing? He would also spam all of his social media. I'm not talking just Snapchat or Instagram. He would spam all of the motherfucking platforms. I'm telling you, motherfucking Kick was brought back and motherfucking Twitter. Like, do he got a Twitter? I should have asked him that shit. You're cute, don't get me wrong. I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? But like, you gonna try it? I could. You know what I'm saying? You down? Like, I'm good. Like, wait. I'm just playing. I didn't mean that. You're attractive as fuck. How you ain't got no girl? I remember he made this one post. I need me a loser bitch, and I was like, what? Loser bitch? Like who says that? And it's just like the misogynistic comments and shit. And then it's like you're posting this on your main story where all these females are seeing this. It's like you talk about you need a loser bitch, nigga. You're a loser nigga. And I'm telling you, he made this whole private story like where he was talking about his ex. Like, oh, her coochie sting. I can give me another bitch 1 minute, another minute, like, and it's like you claim you can get another bitch, but you stay looking for one. I can't stand people that do that. Like, don't hate on your ex when you still aren't over them. Another time, he made a post talk about some, oh yeah, I'm not gonna let a gay nigga try to take my bitch. I'm like, what? What? And so I slid up on the story. I was like, Jaylen, I was like, what do you mean by this? Like, take this shit down. Like, that shit is embarrassing. How's a nigga that's allergic to the cooter cat gonna take cooter cat from you? Like, that don't make no sense. Like, how you, then it's like, as a straight man, you should not be bothered. He was throwing shots at my old friend from that friend group because basically, like, he didn't like how, I guess they was hanging out with his girlfriend too much. To where his perspective, he felt like it was throwing her focus off from school. It's like, are you jealous? Are you mad? And it's given, do you want to fuck him? Like, take the post down. He was like, oh yeah, you right. And when I saw him at work, I talked to him about it. I was like, nigga, like, let's talk about that post because what did you mean by that? Oh yeah, I was just mad at the moment. Okay. Because him, he be mad sus. At this point, it's giving Among Us because these niggas be lying. I'm gonna get back to this motherfucking Lego set, y'all. And I'm gonna build. I might buy the builder shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna check in. All that shit. And we gonna get back to the motherfucking story. Because I wanna build this set. So this is how far I got. But I'm thinking I'm finna finish this shit later. Or another motherfucking date. Because why is this shit... How many pieces is this shit? Dude, it's 1,466 pieces. We is not finishing this shit tonight, y'all. I'm finna wrap up this motherfucking story time and tell y'all the motherfucking deets of what happened with this nigga. Y'all got your little popcorn, y'all laying down on me. You know what I'm saying? Got your little pillow, your little fluff type shit. Fast forward, after that, I did not see him again because I had left Goodwill when I worked there. We were like texting so I fell off with that whole friend group eventually. It was him that was still cool with me. I was cool with my ex, but I dropped him too. I remember we had a conversation and he was like, oh yeah, I've seen you bloom like a flower, all this shit. I'm gonna actually show our receipts. I'm gonna pull this shit up and put on the screen. Y'all, tell me why I just went back to the messages to look for this shit. I didn't want to like low-key follow him back to see, because you know what I'm saying, I don't want to make it look suspicious type shit. But I did for a second and I still can't find the messages. Like, don't if you unfollow somebody, the messages are still there unless you physically go back and delete them. Because even if I delete the chat, the messages still be there. So it's like, nigga, did you go back and try to delete and cover your tracks just in case you thought nigga was going to expose you? Because it wasn't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I mean. Even if I do tell the story, no one's not going to know unless you watched it yourself and be like, hey, that's me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nigga, why'd you delete the chat? Are you really fruity on the rainbow? Like, Did you meet the leprechaun at the end of the rainbow? Did he tell you, like, hey, you straight? The whole time he knew you was... I see what you did right there. I ain't never heard no nigga in their life say that shit to me. I watched you bloom like a flower. There's another conversation. I'm gonna pull that up too. Y'all see the receipts.
So I'll tell you, I can show all them receipts. But I'm finna still show what I'm talking about though on the fucking screen so y'all can see. It should still show the damn messages, even if I unfollowed them. So nigga, did you go back and delete that shit? You did. Just say that.
I had asked him about like, thinking back to that conversation, like, what did you mean you were gay? And basically, he was beating around the bush, as y'all see. Like, he was just like, oh, it was just a thought, and just how my feelings were. Y'all read this shit? Y'all see the bullshit he's trying to pull? Like, no, nigga, it's not adding up. Like, when I got, like, you know, deeper into it, asked him more questions, basically, he tried to act like he didn't see my message. Like, I see you active on Instagram, you follow me, you know what I'm saying? And I found that weird, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just asking questions and you just don't respond back, but then you still watching all my stories, like my post, and it's weird. And it's like, I've never known him as a type of, like, person, or like, you know what I'm saying? I ask you questions and you just gatekeeping, or, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong, like, just like, well, I don't feel like talking about it, or, you know what I mean? Just say that rather than you just stop responding to me because I asked you some questions about your sexuality and how you thought you were gay. Like, then now you claim you straight, and then you stop talking to me because I asked you when you say you were gay. You thought you were gay. Like, so that's why I feel like our friendship ended, because it was like, hey, you must be DL or something. Because, and then also on top of that, there was this time that he invited me out to go to breakfast with him. And I remember I had declined because my boyfriend basically didn't want me going because we didn't have our breakfast date yet first. And he was jealous. And so Jaylen was like, oh, it's okay. But low-key after that shit, he was like texting me like less and less. Before he would text me more frequently, like my posts. Then months later, he stopped liking my posts. Like, he would like them like rarely. And it's funny because like you went from like always resharing my post to your story and commenting under it or liking my post, and now to, you don't share shit or like shit at all. And then now he watches all my stories, because after like I said, like, I felt like our friendship ended because I just unfollowed him because it was like, okay, you're weird, because it's like you were always like the straight, comfortable, you know what I'm saying, friend I had. Like, I'm thinking, okay, he's really straight with all these DLs, you know what I'm saying, outfit pickers and shit. You were not one of them. You were actually straight, chill, comfortable in your sexuality, you know what I'm saying? You were confident in everything, and I respect that. But you lost respect for me when I, you know what I'm saying, was just trying to get some honest understanding of how you figured out your sexuality. Well, that's why I feel like the nigga was lying. Because it was like, you can't leave no trace, no face, no case, like, no messages, no destinies, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what you try to pull. So that's when I just unfollow him. And then now he still watches my stories and shit. And it's like, you gay. But tell me, comment down below what y'all think about this story, because I feel like the nigga was sus and tried to back out before he got caught. You know what I'm saying? Try to put the shit back before he got caught on the camera stealing. Like, it gave Walmart type shit. Like, it really gave, like, no self-checkout. This was a little mini story time because it was really off. A lot of the shit that he said and such shit that he did was in person. And then through text, as I showed y'all, like, he was not trying to go in depth with that shit. But in person, he was always open book, always talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I asked him questions, like, no issue. I didn't want to make it seem like I was digging deep at it where he didn't feel comfortable, like, telling me or open up to me. So when he told me and said this stuff, y'all see, I just let that shit slide. So, you know what I'm saying, I get more information. But, like, it just goes a whole nother way when you're lying, you're not honest. Because why did you just stop talking to me right after I asked questions? Like, hey, like, how did you know you were gay? I'm bisexual. I questioned my sexuality and I knew that's who I was. You can experiment, but how did you know without, you know what I mean? That's giving you be watching gay porn, telling everybody straight. That's shit. Hey, if we was pulling the same book, same set of cards, just telling you, because if you got a Joker, you got a Joker. Like, we can reveal our cards together. But that was the end of the mini story time. If y'all enjoyed the motherfucking story time, If y'all still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he fruity, he not. What y'all think? Educate me. Tell me if am I tripping? But yeah, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, turn post notifications on, and I'll be back for another fucking banger. Like, don't be doing that weird shit. Like, don't cry. Don't get in your feelings. I told you. I be telling y'all about that shit. Don't be soaking it up. Put it in a tissue. You know what I'm saying? Here, I don't got no tissue right now. But if I could, if I would, I do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But all right. Bye, y'all. That was enough. You know what I'm saying? Go to the comments. Tell me what y'all think. Bye.